Hello, welcome back to LIVENODING. In this episode, I want to share this geometry node setups that's looking very intricate and sophisticated, but it's actually really simple underneath. So let me show you very quickly. So the nodes is looking like this. Okay, very simple, but there's a lot of there's some kind of recursion happening because there's like a multiple node group. If I reduce this by muting one by one, you can see this is just edge that's being extruded. Okay, so that's the idea. So we can start with any shapes, like a star. This is a star that has been twisted. So we have like a fan, something that looks like some kind of origami flower. So it's not Pokemon Staryu. It's more like paper origami. So something like this, you might think, okay, yeah, if you're trying to do something like this in 3D, it's kind of dealing with something that's non-manifold. Although usually paper origami itself is actually manifold because you can unwrap it and it's becoming like a piece of paper. The one that's really simple is always made of this square and you can actually unwrap it. So we are not creating origami, but however, it's kind of similar. If I reduce this to something really simple, like 5 stars with 0 twist, okay, you can see this is what the node does. It's simply just an extrusion. Okay, not originally if you are extruding the edge, you get that, but this setup allowing you to split and make it smaller. So it's really simple. If I unmute this, it's just simply doing the extrusion again and again and again. Okay, you can twist it. Or the middle part, you can actually add your own design. Let me show you. Okay, with the star is already pretty complicated. You can actually add a fillet curve as well. Fillet will add more details like in between. So it's quite beautiful as it is. And I started with just a simple circle. Or with the circle, it's got the inside as well, which is pretty interesting. So inside the node, let's take a look. So it's basically just an extrude, but there's a position that's being added. Extrude, split, and scale. So that's the secret. There's also this merge by distance. Without merge by distance, what's gonna happen is that each polygon face will be actually like a separate face. Maybe that's what you want. This type of design in 3D is really, like I said, it's non-manifold. It's more like a tissue, like a fabric. Each one of them, maybe this is something that's really hard to unwrap, to UV unwrap, but then think of it like a piece of cloth. Then this kind of design is actually quite beautiful. You don't find this much in this is like really organic. You don't find it in a manufacturer, I think, because it's too complex. But if you take a look, this is the most basic setup. Okay, so I start with a mesh circle. Of course, this is filled with n-gon. And then what I did, of course, is just to extrude it with the position. Without the position offset, it's just by default it's extruded up. This is already kind of interesting because it's like a flower, like a leaves. With the position, it's gonna push it outside. This is position vector of the each points, and then if you use vector math, you can push it up and down. Yeah, you can actually do the same thing, but with the position, you have the extra push on the normal. Maybe that's what you want. And you can extrude it, and then I'm using split edge based on the selections, and then control over the scaling. Okay, so this part should be already kind of interesting. Without the merge by distance, if I turn this off and subdivide, it's become separate face. Maybe that's what you want, but in my case I want it to be together. So it's this, something like this is like a piece of beautiful plate. You can solidify and then subdivide again. This is already some kind of design. Okay, we don't go there and we don't stop there. However, what I did, however, is to group this, and then because we want to make copy. This is the original design of the nodes. It's pretty simple, right? You can do it this way, duplicate the whole thing and then plug the last output there, and then plug this in. So each one is separated, and it's actually doing the extrude again. Maybe the second time extrusion will be less extrude value, and then you can adjust the shape, just make it to look beautiful as you want. The merge by distance is also interesting. So you can do this again. See, this is becoming like a recursive. Oh, I mean, it's not really recursive, it's just like doing the same thing again and again. Recursive is more complicated. It's like a loop inside it. Yeah, but this is like a flower design. we don't do it this way, however, it's not very efficient. So instead we're gonna use group node. Maybe you never used group node before. This could be the first time. Select all of this in between, Control G. Now we are inside the group node. Okay, inside the group node we can pipe out some of this value. For example, this vector add goes out, and then there's also this offset, it goes out as a parameter, and then the scale, we leave the merge by distance as it is. So now I was here, and then I hit tab and go up. You can also click here, yep, and go back up. But this is a single node group that's doing the extrude, offset, scale. Okay, you can change the design of this. Now you see, I was looking like a origami because you can kind of fold this, but that's not the main point. The main point is that you have now control over this. You can multiply, you can process the same operations multiple times, and each operations you can adjust the scale a little bit smaller. It's almost like a bird wing as well. It's not manifold. It's non-manifold, but it's beautiful. If you actually solidify this and remesh, it might become manifold. So this is okay. This type of design is okay. It's manifold. You can duplicate it, convert it to mesh. This is a single surface. Yeah, it's manifold, and you can retopo that object, that design. You can use cloth filter, inflate. Yeah, I like this type of organic design. What does this look like? It looks like a mushroom. Okay, yeah. So it comes from these shapes, of course, but you can easily change this into any type of shapes. You can use spiral, actually, curved spiral can work as well, but it's expecting mesh, so you need to curve to mesh. Okay, this is based on spiral. Suddenly you have like you're designing something that looks like a flower. It's very intricate. If in the near future we're gonna have like a tissue node inside geometry nodes, that's gonna be really powerful. Okay, we don't have tissue node. This is an add-on by Alessandro Zomparelli. It's a way you can replace each polygon face with another geometry. It's really powerful, but you can do that using sphere chalk. It's not the fastest, but still pretty interesting. This is a type of design that you can really study. Maybe you can create your own intricate design. But anyway, hopefully you find this useful. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.